Nitish has got a very good reputation in Bihar. If you see, even run up to the election, no political party ever criticized him. Even his worst rivals never spoke anything against him because he commands that kind of respect. The sense I'm getting from the way Rahul works, he starts off, raises good issues, but he's not able to give a sense of completion to those issues. But what happened ultimately? After 15 days, he just vanished for the next 40 days. He was not there.
And he's vanished even today.
Even today he's not there. It's the most important day when the results are come. Yeah. He should have been there at least. He opted for rights as a strategy. He took identity more as a far bigger issue than these things. And probably the communication was also a bit difficult for such issues.
Hello and welcome. It's a Namo Niku tsunami in Bihar, a historic mandate that has left Rahul Gandhi, Tejashwi Yadav and the entire Mahagathbandhan biting the dust in Bihar. The NDA is seen sweeping the state with an impeccable victory, storming past the 200-seat mark, while the Mahagathbandhan has been pushed to a distant corner, leading in just about 30-odd seats. We're joined by our Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Srinivasan, to decode the verdict 2025 of Bihar. Thanks very much indeed, sir. I want to begin with you. Who deserves the credit for this victory? Is it going to be the Modi's magic, or is it Nitish Kumar's Sushasan governance?
Yeah, it's a very pertinent question. Mandate is for who?
Yeah.
If we have to clearly look at it, the mandate is obviously seems to be more for Nitish Kumar. Though the number of seats BJP has got more than JDU, that's primarily because of the reason that on the ground, BJP has far better organizational capabilities and better machinery, and they have a better election, juggernaut which moves as a well-oiled machine. And they start preparing, like today the elections are over, they will start preparing for the next election. Even if it's a municipal election in Bihar, they will start working for that. So obviously, that's the reason why BJP has done better. But if you ask who got the mandate is for Nitish Kumar. And BJP has benefited because of the alliance with it, and therefore they got more seats. As I said, they could transfer those seats more productively because in the alliance this time also LJP was there. So they could also ensure better vote transfer towards them. And as far as Nitish is concerned, why people are preferring him, there are a couple of reasons why Nitish is being preferred. Nitish has got a very good reputation in Bihar. If you see, even run up to the election, in the electioneering, no political party ever criticized him. Even his worst rivals never spoke anything against him because he commands that kind of respect, that kind of, people's kind of, in their eyes, he's seen as someone who delivers. So therefore, nobody wanted to disturb that. And he is a politician of some good, nice stature there. And therefore, you didn't see anything like that. But why I'm saying it's a mandate from him, the other reason is, A, he did give, as you said, Sushasan for the first 10 years. And later, there was a problem after the alliance with BJP. It wasn't going so well for them, but then those memories still remain. Because on the other side, the RJD memories are, when Lalu Prasad was in government, that's far bad, far worse. And therefore, he was still considered a better factor. He did a lot of things for the women, and especially those women voters have come out very strongly. That has
flattened the anti-incumbency.
Yeah, so they have come out in large number to vote. If you see the difference between men and women, the vote percentage is the difference is 9 to 10%. And they have voted him because of various reasons, various things he has done for them. One is, of course, benefits, which he has given in the form of...
The Mahila Rojgar Yojana.
That's the latest. But in the past, like school-going children, 9th onwards, they were given cycles. Girls were given cycles. Later, cycles were also given to boys. The women, especially the children in schools, they were given sanitary pads. So he had done a lot of innovation. Later, liquor prohibition he announced, and that has resulted in the lowering of, domestic violence in Bihar, which is very important for women. And also on the streets, there were more eve-teasing earlier. And all those things got kind of subsided. That's how they're relating it to law and order situation, what they termed in extreme cases, Jungle Raj. All these factors went in favor of Nitish Kumar. And I think people also wanted him to kind of, it was also discussed, is it a kind of a farewell gift to him? Because he was reported that he's not very well, not keeping very well.
This could be his last election.
This could be his last election. So people kind of, the kind of gratitude for what they have done, what he has done for them for last 20 years. I think, therefore, the mandate is clearly for him. But if the sweep happened, that's because mandate for him combined with BJP's machinery and the alliance, all those things worked in favor of the two parties.
Okay, so Mahagathbandhan is facing a humiliating defeat. But again, at the beginning at least, we did really see some kind of momentum being built, in favor of Rahul Gandhi and Tejashwi there. Particularly, we saw that building up during the Ota Adhikar Yatra. But the results now tell a different story altogether. But where did you see that momentum collapse actually?
The sense I'm getting from the way Rahul works, he starts off, raises good issues, but he's not able to give a sense of completion to those issues. What he wants to, the delivery is not there. For instance, if you see the entire census issue was raised by him.
Yeah.
And then there was a census which happened in Bihar also. Caste census. It wasn't a census, it was more of a survey.
Caste survey.
Caste survey, because states can't hold census.
Yeah.
So there was a survey which he did, and which revealed actually the more number of ECBs, 38% than the upper caste and other caste, and therefore they are a very formidable group. And this revelation happened because of that, and which was basically already some of that was being implemented by Nitish, because Nitish on his own community is very small, 2.5-3% Kurmis, but he managed to form this combination and win an election, election after election. Rahul raised these issues. As a result of that, the survey happened, and then both sides got the survey out. Tejaswi said, I'm going to implement it when it come to power. But then what you saw later, when actual ticket distribution took place, Congress was not able to give the same, proportionately the same sense of, candidature. Ticket distribution didn't happen in the same proportion as it should have. And then again, after 15 days of very intense vote chori campaign, he traveled along with Tejaswi, and on the streets of Bihar, he was able to generate a very good will. In fact, people started saying, we are saying a revival of Congress party. In some of the regions, the euphoria was
quite visible.
Quite visible, and was built up. But what happened ultimately? After 15 days, he just vanished for next 40 days. He was not there.
And he's vanished even today.
Even today he's not there. It's the most important day when the results are come.
Yeah.
He should have been there at least, consoling the people who at least fought well on behalf of his party. He's not there. Simply he's gone. Nobody knows where he is. I'm told he's abroad somewhere. So this start, stop kind of nature of his functioning certainly is harming the party, and certainly harming the way the party should function. I think that's one serious problem. And the second thing is, as far as the alliance is concerned, there were internal bickering between the way ticket distribution was to happen, between RJD, between Congress
friendly
and
fights,
other.
and
there were friendly fights in so many dozen seats. And
maybe people didn't buy those.
Though Congress got 61 seats, many of those seats are extremely difficult because they are facing BJP in at least 50 seats of JD or BJP, very formidable. So they had a difficulty there also. So the alliance itself, the way it was worked out, earlier they were not willing to announce, Tejaswi as a chief ministerial candidate, because the worry in the Congress party was that there could be a counter consolidation of non-Yadav votes, might have. That other ECBs and other communities may go against them. and that therefore the MY combination, which was expected to work in favor, that's a base vote with which he starts. The vote percentage still remains the same for.
But we also see
them.
lots of punditry, even at the federal. People who were talking to us, lots of commentary on national television as well. They said that these Muslim votes wouldn't come for the BJP, but what we see right now in areas like Seemanchal, as we were discussing, we see significant of the votes coming into the BJP.
No, so those things will have to be seen. When the actual votes come, vote percentages come, we have to see that how did it happen. Whether, Muslims also voted for BJP, that has to be seen. Of course, BJP is claiming, though initially they said that we don't need their votes. That's why we don't give their tickets to them, because we don't expect them to vote for us. That's what they said. So one possibility is there is a counter mobilization against that. Whether that happened or not happened, we'll have to wait and see and how it happened. But certainly it's a mystery in constituencies like Kishanganj, where there is 68% Muslim population.
Right, yeah.
But on the other hand, AIMIM has won. Doing well, leading.
That's right. So 6 seats.
So basically, it's
in
possible.
fact, higher than the Congress party itself.
Exactly. So possibly they have a better lead than them. So possibly those votes have gone for them. So that explains why even in Seemanchal, BJP was able to do better.
I also want to focus a little bit on the narrative building. Elections are fought on narratives, you say, but the opposition repeatedly framed the special intensive revision as a core issue for Bihar elections 2025. You think these were very complicated issues for the people, especially in a underdeveloped state like Bihar, where majority people live in the line of periphery to connect with.
Yeah, so you are raising a question about livelihood issues, fundamental issues, where people want to have
Roti, kapde, makan.
Roti, kapda and makan, those kind of issues. Whether that was dropped for a bigger issue like rights.
Exactly, yeah.
Rahul has gone for rights, people's basic rights.
And he also spoke about constitution during the
So that he did probably because, in India, voting right is also an identity. Mm-hmm. See, when you have a voter ID card, it's not just an ID card, but when you vote, you also show that you are part of this democracy and part of your citizenship. Since citizenship was also combined, it became an extremely important issue, and many people didn't understand that what happens if I don't have the voting right. That fear was there, and that fear factor was a big worry for a whole lot of people. So certainly it is a important issue which was raised by Rahul Gandhi. But then, as I said earlier, once he raises issue, he's not able to give a sense of completion to that. He's not able to convert that into an actual program. Neither his party on the ground have enough support or ground level network to effectively take it forward. So that's because Congress as an organization is
not a cadre-based party.
It's not a cadre-based party, but it had a lot of people even in districts. So those are gradually vanishing because it's not able to create a network of its own supporters on the ground. And that's clearly showing in Bihar. And then a leader like him suddenly vanishes without leaving anybody to carry forward that task, because neither Congress has any powerful or a dominant leader right now in Bihar. So all those issues have actually created a problem for them.
But this talking again about special intensive revision, don't you think this will now give ammunition to the BJP to sort of say that, look, the election, that there's a people's mandate is on our side. We've got a lot of leverage. And, the election, the issue that you built up is nothing but, trying to make mountains out of a molehill, isn't it? Absolutely.
Now, SIR would be conducted far more aggressively. It's going to be conducted in Uttar Pradesh, in West Bengal, Assam, not now. Later in Tamil Nadu, and all those states which are going to face assembly elections now onwards, you will see SIR being conducted there, and it is going to cause a lot of anxiety to people because, as I said earlier, they are really worried. Many of them have to have their basic documents ready, even pictures, and the whole thing of going to BLO, re-registering, or at least informing that yes, you had, all those issues are going to be. But yes, on the other side, BJP is going to very aggressively say, and it's going to say what Election Commission has done as a correct thing. Whatever has happened is been endorsed by people of Bihar, and therefore this issue should be carried forward. We'll have to wait and see how it further pans out in Bihar post-election. Let the full results come out, how people react there, and what has been reaction for all this on the ground. But certainly, there is going to be far more aggressive implementation of SAR, and you're going to see far more assertive, central government now.
There are also these allegations of an uneven playing field in Bihar, and it's the Congress's allegation there, particularly the last-minute launch of the Mahila Rojgar Yojana. So, how significant was this in shaping the electoral outcome today?
Well, certainly, it's not one factor which ultimately results in an election. It's not just one factor which makes a party win an election. There are multiple factors. But certainly the 10,000 rupees given as a loan to women is an important factor. It just doesn't end there. They will be getting another 1,90,000 if the whole scheme goes through. See, you have to remember that in terms of GDP growth, state GDP, Bihar is the lowest in India. It's a very backward state. A whole lot of population is poor, and women certainly are left behind to run the homes, have husbands go up outside the state, migrate to work. Highest number of migrants happen from Bihar. Very poor go to other places nearby, Punjab, Haryana, as farm laborers. Many of them they come as far as south to Kerala, to Tamil Nadu to get either they participate in construction job or even in hotels, restaurant, whole lot of service sector. All these people go out and work to bring back money to their home. So for them, it's extremely important that they fuel the economy in this manner. So basically, when it comes to the factor how how they would do all these issues, how they would basically frame these issues, that is when issues like when you said SAR and other things, when it is raised, it becomes an important issue for them, and they do talk about it. But on the other hand, how it turns out electorally seems to be a different matter right now. So these are livelihood issues for them. So as far as Congress party is concerned, Rahul is concerned, probably if he had focused on those issues, I think that's what you're trying to imply. Maybe it would have been a better strategy, but he opted for rights as a strategy. He took identity more as a far bigger issue than these things. And probably the communication was also a bit difficult for such issues. That could also be a contributing factor.
Right, yeah. And one last question there. So there were high expectations on Suraaj party founder Prashant Kishor, but yet he seems like politically immaterial as far as this election is concerned. What explained this out for a duck outcome of his?
Well, it's very easy to write off a political entity. I think you have to give him some credit for at least having the courage to jump into, Bihar.
But he didn't contest though.
He didn't contest. I think probably that was a big mistake. Mm-hmm. If he had contested, his party would have certainly got some seats. Yeah, but at least the poll percentage, let's wait and see how much votes he managed to get. If it is 3-4%, even that is significant, because remember, where social equations are very important, he comes from a forward caste. And for him to say that it's a casteless party and we don't believe in that, though of course ticket distribution did happen on caste lines, that's a different matter. But to give a new sense of, hope to the youngsters, he did try that. He was trying to carve out a very different space. It didn't work out, but I don't think this is his first and last election. If he stays back, works, probably things may turn out to be very good for him.
And age is on his side.
Age is on his side. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.